Hello to all the drummers out there. I hope you're having a great productive day. Hopefully you've already practiced. If not, I have something that you can work on right now. One thing that I'm currently focusing on with my practice is having clean sounding rolls. And I'm not talking about just on the snare drum, I'm talking about orchestrated throughout the drum set. One problem that I've run into is that whenever I play the rolls on toms, I feel like I don't get such a clear attack from the double strokes. And I guess that makes sense because typically the heads on toms aren't as tight as the snare drum head. And on the snare drum, I can play my rolls fine. So here's a little exercise I came up with that utilizes the 5, 6, and 7 stroke rolls on the drum set. We're going to take all of those rolls and put them through 3 different phases. Phase 1 means you're only playing on the snare drum. So if I said 5-stroke roll, phase 1, you're going to play your 5-stroke roll on the snare drum, nothing else. For phase 2, we're going to move the accents to the toms. So if you have a right-handed accent, you're going to play the floor tom. If you have a left-handed accent, you're going to move your left hand up to the rack tom. For phase 2, the double strokes of the rolls will be on the snare drum. So when you're in phase 2, your double strokes are going to be played on the snare drum while the accents are played on the respective toms. For phase 3, you're going to invert that. So that means you're going to play the accents on the snare drum and your rolls, your double strokes, are going to be played on the toms. So if you have a right-handed double stroke, that'll be played on the floor tom. Left-handed double stroke will be played on the rack tom. Each phase is 4 measures long, and you're going to play all 3 phases before you move on to the next roll. So we're going to start with 4 measures of phase 1 on the 5-stroke roll, 4 measures of phase 2 for the 5-stroke roll again, and then phase 3, 4 measures, 5-stroke roll. Then we'll move on to the 6-stroke roll, so on. Let's go ahead and go through this exercise. I'll walk you through it as I play it. So I'm starting off this exercise with phase 1 of the 5-stroke roll. We're going to play this for 4 measures and it's going to be alternating. So you'll play right hand 5-stroke roll, left hand 5-stroke roll, as you see here. Now here's phase 2 of the 5-stroke roll. I'm moving the right hand accents to the floor tom, left hand accents to the rack tom. Okay, now here's phase 3. So that means we're going to play our right hand double strokes on the floor tom, left hand double strokes on the rack tom. Accents are going on the snare drum. Now here's phase 1 of the right hand lead 6-stroke roll. Here's phase 2. Accents are going to the toms. Here's phase 3, doubles on the toms, accents on the snare. Double the left hand here, and let's repeat that entire 6-stroke roll exercise with left hand lead. Here's phase 1 of the left hand lead 7-stroke roll. On to phase 2, accents on the toms. Phase 3, switch that up, doubles on the toms, accents on the snare. Now let's finish this exercise up by playing all 3 phases with our 7-stroke roll with right hand lead. I'm going to keep practicing this and maybe find a way to add some longer rolls because I'm loving how this exercise is making my double strokes feel to me. So hopefully this exercise will be helpful to you as well. I'm excited to see you in the next lesson.